Hello, guys, wonderful people around the world. My guys in America, UK, Canada, Germany, Jamaica, United Arab Emirates, Kenya, Nigeria, South Africa, and any other part of the world. Welcome and welcome, good guys. Yes, as the title suggests, this phase two shall pass. Nobody gonna take down Christian boy. Guys, wonderful and wonderful people. Welcome and welcome, good. Yes, guys, like the title suggests, on today's episode of our content, we are going to dissect, the latest shenanigans, the latest manipulation, the latest game trick, the latest power play in an attempt on part of its policy to garner, influence, to garner sympathy, to garner, donations, to garner whitey space public outcry or an outburst that will go against Mr. Cecile. Wonderful and wonderful, guys. We are not brainers. Yes, to the latest shenanigans, the well calculated and well orchestrated moves on part of these ungrateful human beings that God has created in Nyabohanse, Migori County, Kenya, wherever they've never ever taken it upon themselves to, thank people that have stood up for them, to show appreciation to the people. They have stuck out their neck for them. Guys, you see, we have been living witnesses to all what has been going on or what has been trying to transpire. Where it passes, Mr. Cecile, in his benevolence, shared act of giving back to society, decided to sponsor her children. But because of her pettiness, because of her greediness, because of her stupidity, because of her illiteracy, this lady threw everything to the bin. And this is the same lady we have seen the hullabaloo calling this man names, that he sent her some notes that he usually calls her and this. But before this latest, burning issue that is consuming the whitey space, guys, this lady, she has come out and told the world that what it's Ernesto Mogese and Gintu were saying about Mr. Cecile, it is a lie, that there was nothing like that. Mr. Cecile has never asked her out. Mr. Cecile has never done anything to her. Mr. Cecile has never sent her this thing. She brought it to the camera. We've seen it, guys. I don't know. Are we, some of us, is it, we tend to forget things easily? If not, some weeks ago, this lady, the issue was so burning. This lady came out and she told the world that there was nothing like that. But when this man decided to break his silence, this man decided to share with the world his own part of things, his own perspective, all of a sudden, she became agitated and she came out that she's really, which day before yesterday, she did a live that she reviewed Mr. Cecile and she played a voice note, which I have not listened to it, but I know it is a clear, manipulated, well-orchestrated, AI-generated content voice notes. Guys, if you could remember, if you could cast your mind back, the issue of Ivancho, the big head, the Kilimanjaro big head, the Cameroonian American, you could realize how that man tried everything. They used AI to generate chat. They used AI to generate voice notes. They used AI to do everything just in an attempt to bring down Marwa. Talking about Marwa has a share also to be blamed today. Guys, before I started my content, I told us I am for truth and I will stand for truth. Even if it is Marwa that he does something wrong, I will tell him the truth. I will look him in the face, not even through camera, in real life, and tell you, Marwa, this is where you've gone wrong. This is what you've done wrong. Because I don't follow blindly and I cannot support blindly. But I respect Marwa and I support Marwa, and nothing will stop my support for him. Nothing will stop my love for him. But whenever I see Marwa does something wrong, Marwa did something which is not right, I must call his attention that, boss, what you've done, what you've said, what you posted, what you've tried to say, or what you've you are wrong. But let's go back to Passy Force and Mr. Cecile. Yes. So we've seen how eventual orchestrated content just to try to bring down Marwa, just to say things that are not in alignment with truth. But God has always been standing up for Marwa, and he vindicated Marwa. Today, where is Ivancho? all the PR, all the public sympathy, all the attempt to tarnish Marwa, all the attempt to garner support on his side, it has backfired and he's nowhere to be found. And I don't even care about him. I don't know when even last algorithm suggested his content to me. Even when algorithm was suggesting the content to me, I don't watch them because I don't watch toxic people. I don't watch negative people. I don't believe in people that they are always petty, that they are always driven by jealousy to bring down other people in this life. So, guys, this lady, she has come out and told the world that this is what Mr. Cecile sent to her, which before I uploaded this content later on in the evening, I must have watched. I must have listened to the voice notes. But we all know, even if it is Mr. Cecile demanded for sex from Percy for goodness sake, one, she's not a virgin. Two, Percy, she's a grown-up woman, an adult. The same thing, Mr. Cecile. So you want to what do you offer? Nothing goes for nothing in this life. Yes, nothing goes for nothing. I am not trying to vindicate Mr. Cecile. I'm not trying to say that it was good for. I'm not trying to back immorality. So why you did not bring out this thing initially from the beginning? Is it now that you are bringing out this? When the man was sponsoring the children, when the man was giving you the money, when you were enjoying the money, when you are enjoying the largesse from his benevolence, you could not talk, you could not say anything. But all of a sudden, you've decided to say things that is not true. Even you went as far as people fabricating AI-generated voice notes for you just to see how they will pull down this man. And that is where Marwa's issue come. I told us we are talking about Marwa. Boss, Marwa, respect. But today, boss, I am disagreeing with you. And I'm telling you to your face, boss Marwa, you've gotten it wrong. You've gotten it wrong. Why will you go and post those things that you post about Mr. Cecile? That you said, no wonder he forced his way trying to have, conversation with Gintu when he visited the village. Boss, as a leader, you need to take some leadership class. You need to take some leadership class. You need to take some leadership class. And I emphasize again, Boss Marwa, you need to take some leadership class. As a leader, it is not always you must talk. It is not always. In fact, as a leader, Marwa, in this kind of situation, this kind of attempted scandal, you must have kept quiet. Be mute as if you don't know what is going on. But you coming out and apologizing to Percy. You've just validated her feelings, which we all know it is lie. But one thing I realize, Marwa, you've never seen love. These people have never loved you from the word go. That is why you are doing everything humanly possible to get these people love. But very unfortunate, boss, you can never win over these people's love. Why? Because they are toxic. They are narcissists. Narcissists don't love people. Whenever they hate you, they hate you. Any attempt to buy their love or to force them to love you, boss, it is a journey that is counterproductive. It can never work and it can never yield the right result because they've never loved you and they cannot do, and you cannot teach them to love you. Remember, all these things are part of Percy, Boss Marwa, is geared towards what? Bringing you down. Everything, you are the ultimate goal. You are the ultimate drive. You are the motivation here behind all these things. If it is not you, Marwa, they wouldn't have been here saying all these things. They want to take the spot you occupy. They want to be where you are. They want to fight anybody that is coming with pure heart, with good heart, with kind-heartedness, good intention, right intention, to impart life in Nyapohanse, just to, help uplift their standard of living. Yet they cannot see it because to them, they've hated you from when you are a child to this very moment. And you had the guts, the temerity, the audacity to post that thing. That was absolutely wrong. That is why I'm calling on you, boss. You need to learn the basic leadership of leadership. Yes, you need to go back to learn some basic, take some online courses on leadership. It's not everything. I'm a student and apostle of John C. Maxwell, one of the world-renowned famous leadership coach. Take some leadership courses with John C. Maxwell, the American. It is really important. You can understand as a leader, it is not always you need to talk. As a leader, it is not always you need to respond. As a leader, it is not always to respond when a matter is raging. And that is why you got it wrong, boss. You got it wrong. And these people, they've never loved you. Even the Percy has come out. She has vilified you. She has called you names. She has insulted you on this platform. The Percy you are apologizing to, the Percy you are telling. Instead, you must have gotten across to Mr. Cecile. Ask Mr. Cecile. Moreover, we've been fighting for you here. Like I've just said, Adventure has fabricated in the past. Adventure has fabricated an AI voice just to tarnish you, just to bring you down. But we stood our ground, we fought it. So why won't you realize, why won't you know, boss, that this content must have been fabricated AI? If Mr. Cecile asks her for anything, is that wrong? Is that wrong? Is Mr. Cecile not a man? Is she not a woman? Is Mr. Cecile supposed to be attracted to men? Except he's a guy. If he's not, he must be attracted to woman. And it is normal for a man to hit on woman. When a man hits a woman, that tells you the biology is in alignment. So there's no point. This lady, she's getting her narcissistic supply because Percy, she's a covert narcissist, and covert narcissists, they're malignant, they're shy, but they are dangerous because of what they lack some things to display the grandiosity of overt narcissists. Because she's handicapped by what? Finances. Handicapped by what? Ability to express herself in English language. 2, handicapped by what? Lack of exposure. Many handicaps that she's exposing. So as a covert narcissist, she's always, confined into her shell. But they're very dangerous. They're dangerous narcissists because those kind of narcissists like Percy, they will ensure that you are nailed because they have nothing to lose. As they have nothing to lose, they can go to any lane to bring down anybody. And that is why, Boss Marwa, you need to realize this thing. You need to know this thing, that indeed, that was a well-calculated and orchestrated move on part of these people to see that you are brought down, but you had the temerity, boss. This is the second time or third time I'm disagreeing with you. I told you I love you, but my love is not blind. I am not blinded. And that is the spirit of Nigerians. Nigerians, when we love you, we love you. And when you err, Nigeria will tell you, we don't sugarcoat. And we can never sugarcoat. And that is not in any way disparaging your spirit. That is not in any way attempting to attack you. That is in no way saying I don't believe in you. I believe in you. If I love you, it's my ability to tell you the truth whenever you are erring. And those people saying that what Mr. Cecile did was wrong, you guys are all bunch of riffraffs. You guys are all bunch of riffraffs. We are not talking about an underage lady here. So even if Mr. Cecile is 100 years, as far as a lady, she's 18, he's entitled to toast her. And there's no point there. No point. Even if he's 100, in fact, even if he's billion years, a lady turns 18, he's entitled to toast her. And if the lady agrees, fine, perfect, they move, they go, and that is life. But it's the whole abaloo. There's no point discussing this issue at all. But because of content, people are making stories out of nothing. And you are validating these people's feeling. You are validating passive feeling. Because this lady, she has tried all she could to see that she garners public sympathy on this white space. And the support is not coming. The sympathy is not coming. Her well-calculated plans and games that were sold to her by It's Gintu, a.k.a. the Nairobi Parrot, a.k.a. the town cry of Nairobi, it has never, ever gotten it right. So she could do everything, she could do anything to sustain all this form of toxicity, to sustain all this manner of bad things. And we have to condemn it. This is un-African, uncultured, unmannered. We cannot condone it. It is wrong. Are you not a woman? After all, you've told the world. I watched one of your videos. You've told the world that you started having, sex at the age of 14. So what is the big deal? What is the big deal? That means you started, having a knowledge of a man, even when you were not matured. So what is the big deal? If you could muster the courage, the boldness, the confidence to come on camera and told the world that this is when you started having affairs with mine. So what is the big deal now if Mr. Cecile asks you? And this is the same lady that she was trying to record Mr. Cecile hiddenly when he visited Kenya recently and he went to the school where her children were. It's wrong. Very, very wrong. We can't fold our arms and see people doing things which is wrong. And we just, I don't follow bandwagon. Myself, I don't follow bandwagon. I believe in truth and justice. I stand up for truth and justice. And even the person I stand up for, when I see you airing, that is why in this content, I've been able to tell boss that he got it wrong by posting that comment, by saying those things about Mr. Cecile. Honestly, it's wrong, boss. I don't know. You must have reached out to him. We are in an era. Anybody's voice can be cloned. After all, you are on the white space here. So people can take a portion of your video to get, your voice, this thing, just to fabricate AI. And the voice will be speaking like you. So you said he wanted you to meet him in Nairobi. So you are feeling the attention, you are enjoying the attention, you are enjoying the supplies, the narcissistic supply you were getting from him. You are enjoying it. You are enjoying the money. You don't have to, but you don't want to give anything. Woman, if you don't know, all around the world, there is a price tag for a commodity in any supermarket mall. If you don't know. If you don't know, even government that think, the government normally tells you, we are for you, we care for you, we provide you, we give you protection, life and your properties, of your life and properties. Still, there's something the government is benefiting from you. If you don't know it today. It might not be directly, but there are many ways. So life is not just physical, life is spiritual. The earlier you know this thing, the better for you. And this phase too shall pass, Mr. Tristan boy or Mr. Tristan grandpa. I love you, man. I love you. And I must say and tell the truth. And even if grandpa, you do something wrong also, I will summon courage to call you out also. Just like I've done for Boss Marwa, that I've called out here in this content, very content. And everybody knows, all my people, I've been following him. I love him. And that does not mean I will stop following him. No. My love for Marwa is everlasting. But I don't follow blindly. When I see you do something wrong, I must tell you, I must inform you, I must let you know that you've gotten it wrong on this part, you've gotten it wrong on this aspect. You wouldn't have told that part, you wouldn't have said that thing. Boss, that was wrong. That is an aberration on all the good things Mr. Cecile has done. To the point, you are making reference that no wonder he forced meeting up with Gintu. Is that a crime, Boss Marwa? If Mr. Cecile asks this lady out, is that a crime? Oh, you want to tell us that what toxic people and narcissistic people have been suggesting, that you are the father of Chacha, is true? Is that what you want to tell us, boss? Honestly, because they have been suggesting this thing, that they said you are the father of Chacha. Maybe that you have an affair with Itpasi. So maybe you are not happy that he attempted eating from the honey pie that you've been enjoying, which we all know also that is a lie. But it's wrong, boss. These people don't love you. Stop seeking their validation. Everything is geared towards you. It is not geared towards Mr. Cecile. Everything is geared towards you, Marwa, towards bringing you down. If you don't know, now you know. Because you've told us you don't watch them. As you don't watch them, sometimes when you don't know the damage they are causing you. We know the damage they are doing to you. We know the bad publicity, the bad PR they have been embarked upon, they are doing to you. And that is why we are bridging in the gap and telling you that these people don't mean you well. Stop seeking their validation. Stop seeking their love for their love. They will never love you. And I'm not telling you that not to do good to them. Do good to them. But this time you are safe from them. Love them from an afar. They can never love you. They don't. And they don't intend to. Mr. Cecile, this phase too shall pass, and nobody gonna bring you down. Just keep quiet. After some period of time, then you now come and respond to her. And she should tell us. We want to see the time that message was recorded. Yes. The time is important. Which time, which date, which year the message was recorded, and from which phone to which phone. Where was the location of both communicators? And that is what many people are not asking. The question people are not asking. Yes, we can track, we can employ forensic experts to get this investigation done and fish out these lies. Enough of this nonsense. People that they are joining, willing to help, willing to offer their sacrifices, their material possession, their time, resources to object you, yet you are still fighting them. Is that not madness? That is pure classical case of what? Madness. And this madness must stop. And this man that you are trying to bring down, you can never bring him down, because he is someone that God has been blessing. Wonderful and wonderful people around the world, my guys in America, UK, Canada, Germany, Jamaica, United Arab Emirates, Kenya, Nigeria, South Africa, Barbados, and anywhere. See us again.